This is Tuesday, October 22nd. I'm on my last leg. Should be headed into Las Vegas in about 8.5 hours from now. This is the shortest leg, and that's good because yesterday was kind of hell. 10 hours of driving up and down hills. Bad roads. The roads weren't bad, but they were bad compared to Texas. The roads in Texas were stellar. I'm in New Mexico, Albuquerque. Sun is bright here, man. The beams, man. And I lost my shades. But there's beautiful mountains here. When I got into New Mexico, Albuquerque, that is, it was kind of dark, so I couldn't really see the city. So if I can get a couple shots of the city, I will. New Mexico, driving across the desert was horrible. I mean, it wasn't nothing to see. It was just desert and just nothing. So I kind of wanted to get a good look of Albuquerque. So hopefully I'll get a chance to do that when I drive out. I'm going to be going across the beautiful state of, I guess it's beautiful, I had to wait and see, of Arizona. This is where I'm headed. Should I be going across the state of Arizona? That's basically my trip today, is just going all the way across that state. Because as soon as I get through Arizona, I should be basically in Las Vegas, because it's right at the corner of Nevada. So let's get going. There's life in New Mexico after all. From a desert to a bustling city. That's the last. When I came in New Mexico, it was dark. So the only thing I saw with my own eyes of New Mexico was nothing but desolate desert and a whole bunch of nothing. But it's a pretty city, as you can see. I don't see many buildings. I wonder if they have a downtown. There it is. Downtown Albuquerque, I imagine. Alright. Well, I was surprised that after about 10 minutes of driving, I was back into the desolates. Albuquerque must be a real small geographic city. It's not spaced out, because I was shocked how fast I got out of the city back into this. Trying to get a glimpse of some of the houses that you see in remote areas. As soon as I saw a group of houses, I pulled the camera out, but I was past them. But it's a lot of poor looking houses in New Mexico. I'm going to do some research, but it seems to be a very impoverished state. Coming up on a little bit of life in New Mexico. 40 miles from the last spot I filmed. I saw a Walmart literally like it was just sitting in the middle of nowhere, which was kind of odd. It's like no matter how populated the city is, it still looks desolate. I think it's just because of lack of greenery. But I bet you some of these people may not have the fanciest homes, but they probably at peace, you know, because it seems to be that they have a Walmart to get to. I saw a sign for a hospital. You get a Walmart in the hospital, you got all you need to survive in this modern day time. But I bet it does look peaceful, even though the houses are very modest. Some of them even look handmade. It looks peaceful because it's just seems like there's not a lot of other people around you that could bring a lot of drama in your life. And, I bet a lot of these people wouldn't really know what town this is, but it's definitely the most populated town I've come across since Albuquerque. There's a car dealership over there. It's been a much better drive this leg and this leg of New Mexico. The roads seem to be much better. Some hills, but not a lot. Mexico, this part of New Mexico seems pretty decent. Not the richest community, but hopefully they're rich in heart. I believe there's a lot of Indians. We're in the city of Gallup. And I'm pretty sure this is still New Mexico. I'm taking it this is Gallup, New Mexico. I don't know how far we are from Arizona border, but I'm assuming we can't be that far. I mean, I've been driving over 100 miles since I left Albuquerque. Gallup looks fairly large. I mean, especially considering what I've been seeing in Mexico. Seems like a interesting little city. Looks like we're approaching Arizona. Beautiful hillsides. That's really pretty. See an advertisement for Indian. Type of Indian tourist spot. I wish I could stop. I mean, I'm on a mission to get to Las Vegas as fast as I can, and then with this car, you know, you never know if the tourist areas have a good area to pull into with the car and all. So been some tempting areas I would like to stop at, but I've passed up on those desires and just stayed on the road. There's a place that sold a while back that sold authentic moccasins, which I thought was interesting. I passed a place that claimed they had the world's best dried meat, authentic dried meat. So that would have been interesting, but I didn't stop at those places. The old me would have stopped at these places for sure. Especially I had the boys with me. I love authentic stuff, especially if it's got anything to do with Native Americans. Love it. Indian art, pottery, custom pottery. And that's stuff that's worth buying. I don't care so much about the stuff you get in Kirkland. Okay, there's Arizona. There's the sign. So we're now in Arizona, home of the Grand Canyon. I don't believe I'll pass it, but if I do, I'll sure take a shot at it. Sunset Valley. Maybe this is a reservation. I'm not sure, but I believe it is. Look that up. This is about 50 miles out from the last place. Small town coming up in Arizona. I've passed a couple, like this. It's amazing the houses that'll be out in the middle of nowhere. You assume that some of them have power, but many of them, you wonder if they have power. And they are very modest homes, a lot of trailers. These remote parts of Arizona, they remind you of New Mexico. They don't have a lot of infrastructure. There seems to be a lot of low-income housing, homemade houses. I imagine these people have been here for generations, just living somewhat off the land. I mean, there's no Walmarts. Everything close by, so I don't see how they grow anything, But so far, Arizona is a little bit more populated than New Mexico, but the houses do seem kind of poor and spread out. It's kind of amazing how people live, but they have to live on modest means with so few modern conveniences, Anyway, maybe I'll take a shot of Flagstaff. That's 100 miles away. There's Meteor Crater Road. Apparently there's a meteor crater out here. Wouldn't mind seeing it if I tourist mode. There's some of your boulders that you see so much of out here. They're on mountains. They almost look like they can roll off the cliff onto the highway. And they look like they've just been neatly placed. Just by God. Man didn't do it. Pretty country out here. There's Flagstaff, Arizona. I'll be stopping. Give me a little rest and get some gas. One more fill up and I should be able to make it all the way. I'm gonna go into this place, Porky's Pub. I hope that they serve black people. The only reason I'm gonna stop here is because I want to get a rest and sit down, and it was a good place to park. I had room to park, so it's always intimidating trying to find somewhere to park, somewhere you can sit down and eat. So I'm gonna get us a shot. I'm in Flagstaff, Arizona. I'll let you know how the food tastes, or if they serve me. Well, got about 2 more hours of driving. Still in Arizona. This reminds me of California. When I I drove across the desert to go to Mexico, it looked a lot like this. It's very, your altitude goes up and then it goes way back down. Sometimes you gotta struggle like I am now to climb with pulling this car. Then I might go 4 or 5 miles and not even have to use the gas, just using the brake, just coasting. You can definitely, I hear my ears popping. You can definitely tell the altitude is getting high, then low and high. I saw one sign about a mile, several miles back said,
in 10
6,000 square feet.
Continue onto US 93 North.
Yeah, I see a lot of mountains. I see some signs about Lake Mead, and I know Lake Mead is one of the bodies of water that I think services Nevada. So we got to be close to Nevada. I'm not sure if we're in Nevada already or not. If we are, I didn't see any signs showing that we were, but we definitely can't be far. But it's very beautiful, very scenic. A lot of very, very deserty. See a lot of cacti. That's beautiful. Well, maybe I'll catch the sign going into Nevada and I'll film it. This is not far from the Hoover Dam. And now we're entering the great state of Nevada. There it is. Finally. Been from Alabama to Mississippi, through Louisiana, through Texas, through New Mexico, Arizona. Finally, now you can see I'm in Nevada. You can see Las Vegas in a distance. We're pretty much in Henderson, Nevada right now, and Henderson is south of Las Vegas. So you can kind of see. Hopefully you can see the strip. So we're pretty much there from the south. Get a real good visual of all of Las Vegas. I hope it comes out on the camera like it's looking to me in person.